2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis. Indianapolis Colts. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. First down, Bridgewater. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Let's go.
And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader. And quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing. And let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real. And it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration.
And I think the ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflated. Exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He finds an open man, Simpson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Off of play action. Luck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. 3rd down here. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and it just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played off.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Julio Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. They go play action. Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Simpson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Second down, Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Keith Mumphrey taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one results in 35 yards. Luck on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's Luck now on second down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, here's Luck. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time, they think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up the score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. To throw is Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Safarian Jenkins has it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Colts getting ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it's helped his legs along the way as well.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Throwing is Luck. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Play action, it's Luck. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Now Luck. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing again is Luck. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So no update from Larry after 17 weeks. Folks are saying, let's get on with the show. So we'll oblige as we get you set for the second half kickoff. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Locke. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Locke. Wide open receiver complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. And this is caught. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, we know that someone has absolutely no fear. Fourth down, they throw it downfield. That ball was competed for by both the defender and the guy catching it, and he comes down with it. Now they got first and goal. What a big-time play.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Keith Mumphrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get a bit closer. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
At halftime, he had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They've had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll fake it. Now Locke. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm.
Rashad Perriman off to the races. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it,
It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Bridgewater on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to dive.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On third down, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The toss play to Mixon. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, Luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10, Luck again. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Colts on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Locke. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Wormley continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. The swing pass caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Keith Mumphrey, 75 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Kamale Correa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. The Colts send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Room here to run. Room to run past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Single receiver. Hey, let's go.
First down, Bridgewater. Being chased down, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Second down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Bridgewater now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Flush to his right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a handoff as they run left side. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Throwing now, Luck to Mixon on the check down. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 8 yards to go here on second down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Be right. Yeah, you can drive.
Out of the gun, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5, 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Keith Mumphrey, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here we go.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.